Alright, so if you're coming from the original tutorial, we've already logged in, which you can see here, so I've left it open. So normally you would type in your SSH, you type SSH, root, and then whatever our IP address was, but we don't need to do that because we're already logged in. Alright, so the root account, we try not to use that, so we're actually going to create a new account. So I'm going to add user, and I'm going to do demo for this. Okay, so now see it's made a new user, and add a new password. I would not recommend using the same password as your root. You should always do a new password, but just make sure you write it down somewhere. So you can fill in this information. If you don't want to add anything or this information isn't really relevant to, just keep pressing enter. Okay, so is the information correct? Yes, sure. User has now been added. So now we're going to copy this command here. I'm going to type it out. So user mod -a capital G sudo and then demo. What this is going to do is give our demo account sudo powers. It's basically giving us administrative ability that the root user has. Once we've given sudo privileges to the demo account, we now have pretty much the same privileges as the root account, which is great in terms of trying to do commands and not have to type sudo every time. If you guys want to learn more about sudo, you can check this tutorial. Again, the link will be in the description, and you can go from there. So now we're going to add some authentication to the SSH. Let's reset my screen here. Okay, so now we're going to generate the SSH key pair. So we're going to type, as you can see here, SSH-keygen, and then we're going to save it in the root. That's fine. Just press enter. We're going to overwrite it because I did this before. Yes. Enter, enter. And it's going to be our little random art. It's cute. Okay, so now that that's set up, we're not going to do the option 1 where we're going to copy it. We're going to actually manually do it. So we're going to type cat .sh igrsa.pub. So this is what our key is called. Highlight it and copy it. So this, as you see, once I press Control C, it stopped highlighting it, so it is saved in there. I'm going to type su space dash demo. Oops. And that changed our account to demo. See how before it was root, and now we're in the demo account. So we're going to make a directory, make dir SSH. So it already exists, that's fine. chmod 700 tilde.sh. Okay. Type this out. I'm just following along on the side here. Authorize keys. Okay. Now we can insert the SSH, which actually has already been done. So I'm just going to delete this. So it's been deleted, and I've pasted it. And now to exit, you press Control X, so you can see your commands are actually here. So Control X. Yes, you want to save it, so type Y, and then press Enter, so we'll rewrite it. Good. And now we can restrict the permissions. So chmod again, 600 tilde / period SSH authorize keys, and now we can exit. So now we logged out of demo and we're back in the root account. So this part we're just going to disable the authentication. So sudo nano the etc file ssh sshd _config. So now this has opened up the file. So we're going to look for password authentication. I'm just going to use my arrow keys, and we're going to uncomment it. So when it has the pound sign, number sign, or hashtag, if you guys are comfortable calling it that, you delete that. And I think we have to delete something else as well. So we're going to look for PubKey Authentication, and just to make sure that it is, it looks as they asked us. Go down. I may have already seen it. Oh yeah, there you go. So it's up here. So PubKey Authentication, yes. And challenge response authentication is here, which is no. So this one is good, and this one is good. Alright, so see? So now we're going to do Control X, Y for yes, save it, and we're good. And now we want to reload our SSHD. Sudo systemctl reload SSHD. There we go. So now we can try logging in. So we're going to do SSH, and because we're logging into demo, and then I'm going to copy our IP address again. Click in here, click, and we are logged in. So we're going to add some firewall setups here. And if ever you need to, as I say here, if ever you need to run a root command, you'll type sudo in front. There are situations where you're going to need to, such as accessing folders in different directories that the server has already configured for certain permissions, because root has the permission of every file at the moment. So, alright, we're going to set up the firewall. So sudo ufw app list, you can see here, press enter, there we go. Password for demo, I think I typed it wrong, so press enter. Try it again. Okay, so right now we have open SSH, which is correct. So we want to allow SSH, sudo ufw allow open SSH. It is case sensitive, so make sure you're typing it correctly. So the rules are updated, so now we can look at it again. Sudo ufw enable disrupt, so yes, that's fine. And now we can check the status of it. UFW status. There. So see, everything's been allowed. It's perfect. Alright, so now that our firewall is set up, this part of the tutorial is complete. So hopefully we see you in the next tutorial.